y'all. My name is Chantel.
I'm Kiara. I'm Sarah.
I'm Crystal.
And for those of you who don't know, we are the Lipstick Men. And today we are in Dallas, Texas in the Bishop Park District at the Weed Spot with Miss April. How are you doing today, April?
Pretty good.
Good. Thank you for having us. So, again, we're at the Weed Spot. I know when we first walked in here, I see you serve, Kiara has a tea. You serve coffee as well, right?
Yes.
Can you just let us know what exactly does the Weed Spot entail? Like, what all can you come in here and get?
Well, the concept is based on like coffees and teas that are CBD infused. So any coffee that you can get at your major coffee retailers, you can come here and we can customize them. But they have about 25 milligrams of CBD per 8 ounces. So you get a pretty good amount of CBD.
So that's
in
a good
coffee.
That's like a shot.
CBD. Great boost the energy amongst a lot of other health benefits. And then we have 2 types of teas. We have an elderberry hemp tea, and then we have a green hemp tea. So the green tea does just what green tea does. It's just great for your body. It provides the good caffeine, not the caffeine that kind of makes you like have jittery. Yeah. So that's what the hemp does. It complements the caffeine to where you just get the natural feeling and the energy without the crash, the jitters, and all that. So a lot of people that say that I can't drink coffee or I can't drink tea, can drink CBD products, and they won't have any of those side effects.
Okay, that's nice.
So, we sell your typical products that you would find at any CBD dispensary. So we have pain products, we have products for your skin, we have edibles, we have hemp flower, we have vapes.
Everything that you can possibly think that's CBD related and hemp related, you can get it at the Weed
We have
Spot.
salon cakes.
They got cake too, y'all.
Everything. So, April, how did you know that the Weed Spot, your business, was worth you pursuing?
A lot of things happened in 2019, y'all, that were life-changing. If y'all really want to know the truth, somebody walked away with $100,000 of money that I invested to franchise somebody else's name for a business.
Wow.
And they just disappeared. I just didn't want to fail or just give up after that. So I just was like, I was about to buy a house, like probably 2 weeks away from closing on a house, and I had enough money to either put down on a house or to do this.
Right.
And it was just like I just didn't want to not do anything.
Right.
Because that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You didn't let
I
that
don't
break
know,
you.
in hindsight, so don't get it twisted. You know, I had to get an attorney to trying to get my money back. But what he did for me ended up being a blessing because it taught me not to depend on somebody else's name and to always create your own thing. So if you mess it up yourself or something go wrong, then you're not looking at somebody else and trying to figure out what their motives are and intentions are. So that's kind of how this idea came about. Because somebody was like, well, why would you want to do that anyway? Like CBD is popping, right?
Yeah.
And I spent a couple months researching, and it was just like the right thing for me to do. I had some ideas, and every single CBD store that I went into, like it was either a smoke shop, right?
Yeah.
Or it looked like a health food store. But it was nothing that was interactive that made me want to come and like just sit down and know and make it a part of like a culture.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to create an environment where you could all feel good to walk in and walk out. You could sit down. And the things, of course, open back up, but you can sit down, you can chill, you can ask questions, you'll take time to answer them. We'll educate you as much as possible. Like I said, when things open back up, we'll have a lot of events that are planned because cannabis is cultural.
Yeah, it is. So, in regards to, I know Chantel was asking what it all entails, and you kind of start telling us a little bit about your products. So online, Instagram, we did see that you had a terpene wheel. Can you tell us what that is?
Yes. So terpenes are the flavors that you'll have in different profiles of cannabis.
Okay.
So like you'll have one that like is a gorilla glue, then you'll have another one that might that'll have like different types of like flavor profiles. Terpenes do a lot for you. Like we have some terpene candles back there that have lemon and pine, and guess what? Like you burn those in the morning and you have a lot of energy. Yeah, also have some that have lavender and some other ones in there that'll kind of put you to sleep. So terpenes give hemp its flavor profile.
Okay.
And different terpenes do different things.
Okay, I was just gonna say, you have that in like different products like soaps and stuff like that too. Okay.
Yeah, it's real amazing. Like when you really break this plant down and there's so many different facets, and how you can just create something so different than the next. To do different things, things to wake you up, things to help you sleep, things to just make you chill, things to make you focus.
Right.
So
you were saying that it kind of remind me of my husband, he buy a whole bunch of essential oils. So is it kind of like an essential oil?
It's a little bit more concentrated. Just
Okay.
think about it in a different. It's very, very different. This is way more concentrated, and then terpenes are like natural. Essential oils are too, but these are specific to. These are more specific. You can find terpenes in other things.
Yeah.
But as it relates to cannabis, these are all different.
Oh, okay.
The higher they really
Really higher end.
Yeah, essential oils is in a box, and
Okay.
terpenes as it relates to cannabis are like in a whole different category.
yeah. Do you believe in the holistic belief system entirely as far as the idea that illness and injury are often a result of disharmony in the body, mind, and spirit? I wanted to slow it down and get you reheard.
Yes. About that whole question.
Okay.
You know what? The people who shop in the store are not the potheads, the people who say, or the people who want to smoke weed. The people who want to smoke weed, 9 times out of 10, they really haven't tried hemp or CBD.
Yeah.
And they're not interested in it because they think like it's fake weed. Well, honestly, when you do have people that will try, that have tried weed and they try CBD, they prefer it because you get the same feel good, but you don't get the over high. But to answer your question,
Goals.
to answer your question, cancer patients, people who are addicted to opiates, people who might have autism, ADHD, chronic pain, fibromyalgia, any type of inflammation in the body can start taking these products with virtually no side effects, right?
Right.
So I want y'all to really think about that. I want you to think about how you put pharmaceutical drugs in your body, then you got to worry about liver pain, liver issues, and you got to worry about, is it going to damage my heart, is it going to damage my kidney, my endocrine system, like will my body function normal? This is a plant of the earth.
Yeah.
And so, the people that shop here mostly are not coming in here to try and get a high. They're coming in here because they don't want to put those unnatural drugs in their system. They want to give their body a chance to fight for itself. And if you read one of the biggest things that I'm such a fan of, I just had a nephew who died. I think y'all know about, it's been about 4 weeks now, of an opioid overdose. And he and I had talks about CBD very often because and he was scared to try CBD because he had an anxiety disorder. And a lot of times people with anxiety disorders cannot smoke marijuana because the THC increases your paranoia and your anxiety, right?
Yeah.
CBD does the opposite. CBD decreases it.
Okay.
right?
You
So-
teaching us something.
Right. So I was telling him CBD is not going to make you feel like marijuana did. They're like cousins. You know, it's like lemon and a lime. We're from the same family, we still citrusy, but we do two different things.
I do it. So when I switched over to CBD, actually, when Sade and Deanna came here the first time, they brought me some back of your flowers. And when I say I've been on it, and it's been, it's my anxiety way much better than THC. I can do.
She had a bad.
I had a
right to everything.
See, and what CBD does is it doesn't fix your body, right?
Right.
It signals to your body that something's wrong. So serotonin, for example, when you're taking it, it's not going to give you a boost of serotonin, but it's going to let your body know, hey, I'm running low on serotonin, and your body's going to start fixing itself.
Okay.
And that's where the natural parts of this. About a century ago, cannabis was the main medicine that was used worldwide, right? So why do we have such a negative viewpoint about it? It's because cotton is big business in America. But hemp is easier to grow, it's better for the soil, it grows faster, and it's just a better product. So the cotton farmers got together and they started running these smear campaigns to say hemp is bad. That's why, you remember that movie Reefer Madness? Have you ever seen it? It's like, okay, so you should watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And it's free. It's a black and white movie. It's about an hour and a half long. And this was propaganda. So they were saying that cannabis can make you crazy and it makes you like, you know, just kill people and steal or do all these bad things. And from that point on, people like literally didn't want to use cannabis anymore. But it really wasn't about the cannabis. It was the fact that they wanted cotton to be the big plant. Now we know that most of the cotton, all of the cotton that we buy now is genetically modified, right?
Yeah.
So they buy the seeds from this company. If y'all don't know the company, do a little research. It's the company that genetically modifies all of the food in the world. And they don't modify it to make us healthy, right? They don't modify. So when we are using cotton products, they're grown very badly. We as the public are becoming very aware of what genetically modified organisms are. We don't want to buy them anymore. So guess what's happening in the cotton farms? They're dwindling, right? No.
I said I feel bamboozled. I was told cotton candies was the best taste.
I was told the same thing.
Hemp products, you don't sweat, it stays cooler, it's softer, it's more comfortable. Now, you're going to start finding this out because guess what happened in March? The state of Texas finally opened up licenses so people could legally farm hemp.
A lot of things just added up. A lot of things just added up.
And I know you've been, you did a lot of research, and I know you keep saying CBD. For those who don't know, can you let them know what that stands for?
Yeah, it's cannabidiol. So it's one cannabinoid out of over 120. It's just one, right?
It's one.
But this one is the most popular because it has a lot of healing properties. But there are over 120, and they all do something different. THC is one, CBD is one. You know, what's becoming very popular, CBG is becoming popular. You have CBN that's becoming
I
popular.
seen that on your Instagram. I was trying to follow it. I was on Google.
Okay.
CBN is like, we sell a product that is, it's full spectrum, but it's a CBN predominant one. And like, if you've ever had a Valium, it makes you feel like that.
Okay.
But you can take that, and there's no side effects.
Okay.
That good night's sleep is why
I took that just out of surgery.
What you said about us having natural cures, or you know what I'm saying, things to naturally kill you, quote unquote, versus pharmaceutical
Industry side of things.
Yeah.
So CBG, for example, deals with the muscular system. So if you're having like severe cramps, or if you have pain in your muscle, let's just say you work out a lot, CBG is one of those things that's gonna kind of like a muscle relaxant. It's gonna make your muscles feel good.
You know what? I just bought my mother a CBG roll. It's a roller. And when she lays down, 'cause her back hurts a lot, I roll it on her back, and I was like, well, how does it make you feel? So it was part of the CBD product. And she was like, I love it. Like, it helps my back. But I knew it was part of CBD. It was supposed to help. You're giving me more detail what it really does.
So, and that's why I say that these products are going to become more and more popular as people realize that okay, they're legal. Let's just put it out there. It's legal to buy CBD products. The law says that we can have 0.3 THC. It's not 0.03 like people think. It's 0.3% THC in our products. But guess what? You don't need THC to feel any kind of way. THC is just one. You can put a combination of terpenes and other cannabinoids together and create a product that makes you feel the same. But you're buying legal, source. Predominantly, about 80% of our products come from a farmer. I mean, we're not buying it from a wholesaler or a distributor or somebody who can't tell me where the products are coming from.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I didn't mean to cut you off, but my brain was going. Because you said, I heard you say something about it's legal. So I'm like, well, what if in my head, I'm like, what if you get pulled over with 4 pounds of CBD flower? Right, police pull you over. How can they tell exactly what it is? If you say, if you say that, if you get pulled over and you got 4 pounds of CBD flower, hemp flower in your car, you tell the police officer, I have a license, it's a CBD product. How do they know if it's really CBD or if it's THC? Can you carry that?
Currently, there is no way and there's no test to determine the difference.
Oh. Okay.
They are working on that right now.
They need to just mind their business.
I was gonna say, don't recommend carrying on that right now. They figure it out.
Well, here it is. If you research the news, this happened.
Yeah.
A lot. And most of the charges be dropped. And now I just think that this is a climate where people just don't want to touch it either way. Because looking at it and smelling it,
It looks
you can't tell the difference.
I have a question, just to kind of throw us off a little bit, kind of to go down the conspiracy side of it.
Do it.
So as far as the pharmaceutical, I can't get it, pharmaceutical industry, they're kind of like the bad boys, like the Men in Black type of deal versus the weed, hemp, CBD industry. Where do you see us as a whole, maybe like 50 years in the future? Do you feel like the pharmaceutical industry is gonna get? Is it going to get shut down?
They started buying marijuana farms around the country. So that's why we have to fight to keep the small farmers who are growing clean products. We have to support them.
Because if they touch it, it's probably not going to be
So that's basically trying to get control of it again before.
That's exactly what happened.
So they know that it's inevitable. I mean, you just look at the climate and you look at the steps. The first bill already passed the House to legalize it nationally, right? So it passes the Senate, and who knows what's going to happen, right? So everybody knows that I wouldn't even say a year or 2 from now would be unreasonable. That it's going to be legal. We know that right now we are coming off the heels of this virus. That right now we haven't seen the effects of what it's done in our economy. Right. 2 or 3, 4 months down the line, we're gonna see like the fall. And after prohibition after the Great Depression, they ended prohibition. Why? Because they needed that money. So keep your eyes out.
We've been watching.
Marijuana's gonna be next. It's the perfect setup for it to come through and save the economy. It's the perfect setup.
I'm over here thinking
save the economy. So do y'all feel like, or do you feel like it might have been done on purpose?
Which part?
For us to be going through this virus, what we're going through right now, to 3 or 4 months down the line, what's gonna bring us back money? CBD.
So,
So, again,
me
so-
personally, like, y'all know I have a public health background, so I know a lot about virology.
Uh-huh.
This is not a normal virus, so
Uh-huh.
we all know this is a man-made virus.
Yep.
And as we're gonna see this develop, we're gonna find out that it probably more than likely escaped out of that lab in Wuhan. And that's just what happened. So there's never in history been a virus that you can catch just by talking.
Yep.
Not even coming in contact with someone like body fluids. You can just talk or breathe.
Yeah.
And
So this one was designed to kill people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So no, and by the way that the world is handling that, this is a reactionary kind of thing. It's like, oh my God, what happened? And then shutting the world down. Nobody wants to shut their economy down because that's when the rich people start losing money, right?
Yep.
Us poor people, we don't have any anyway, right? So, if they tell me that they're gonna allow me to live where I'm living for a couple months and I don't have to pay rent, it's not gonna hurt me as much as it's gonna hurt those billionaires.
Yeah.
So you know that the system wasn't designed for this to happen. So you know something went wrong that they didn't want to go wrong.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, then what are we gonna do to get people out and to bring people back? Because restaurants are not gonna be the same in the next 5 years. How comfortable will you feel going to a concert at this point? When you know it's here, you can't see
State
it,
fair,
right?
6
Right.
Flags,
Right.
whatever.
Or nothing.
So what can we do to like boost the economy until then? And that's where you're gonna start seeing these creative ways to, because guess what? A lot of people may not try cannabis because some people don't like to break the law. Some people are not gonna go against the grain. But if you start telling me it's legal, I can go buy it. Guess what? People are gonna do with their money.
Right.
And when cannabis becomes legal, Texas is going to outweigh any other state. Just trust me on that.
Do you think they're going to use cannabis to try to gain control of our economy?
Yep.
We've been talking about it on our show, and it's crazy that you're just bringing everything together of what the conversations we've been having amongst the show to, our followers and everything. So it just made me want to ask, it's crazy out here. You just got me over here thinking it's so much more, than we realize.
I'm over here thinking about
Don't
that.
ever figure out how many
Yeah.
Google, I don't know.
The thing that I really want though is for the farmers, for the little guys, like I said, that over this period of time dealing with this process, these people have become a part of my family. Like Ryan, we sell a lot of his products from 7th Hill, and they just had a baby 2 days ago, and I need to get their gift out to them. But I see his farm, I know where the products are coming from. I see him make those caramels y'all tried. They make those from scratch, you know what I mean? Yeah, they make those by hand. They're in Oregon.
Okay.
And other farmers like him that we support, right? Wholly and fully, because I can sit and tell you that I put this in my body.
Yeah.
Now, we have a couple products that come from mainstream. We probably have about 4 or 5 products that come from mainstream companies because people ask for them. But those are not the things that I would say put in your body because they come from somebody who came from somebody who came from somebody who came from somebody. And that somebody who's talking to me can't tell me where because they don't know.
Yeah.
And 85% of the hemp that's sold in America is coming from China. Y'all know that?
Do you, I'm sorry, are you able to give a disclaimer for those products, those 4 that you do sell in regards to, no, you're not?
I'm not trying to get sued, but we just.
I was just wondering.
They got way more money than me.
But you're here, the weed spot is real. This is you. This is you.
But one-on-one, when people come in here, I tell the truth.
Yeah.
Even if I have something on my shelf, I'll be like, you know what, this comes from a large manufacturer.
Okay.
But this is a farmer here. I know about, I can tell you Burritos Farms. They are great. If it's a farmer, then that's pretty much what we have here.
Okay.
Charlotte's Web is a big producer of products, but they have really good products.
Okay.
They put a lot of time and effort and care into how they grow things too. So we'll be honest with you and we'll tell you, because the one thing that we don't want to do is, if you're coming in here for an issue like pain or anxiety, or we don't want to give you something that's gonna make you worse. Like when I hear people tell me, "Oh, I tried CBD, but it didn't work for me," the first question is, "Where did you get it from?" Right? Because if it didn't make a tremendous difference in the way your body functions, then it was probably from China. And when we import products from China, their government is and it's inevitable. Our world is dependent upon China for everything. It's hard to buy anything without it coming from China. Even the mask that we put on our face, they all come from China, and there's no one in the U.S. making them on the same level. So you can't avoid even buying them from China. But you know what? I can avoid buying things that I ingest in my body.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that there's nothing here that we sell in the store that we've imported from China.
Okay.
And more than likely, it's probably one or two other CBD shops that can probably tell you the same thing that I know about here in the Dallas area. Because a lot of times they're getting it from wholesalers and distributors, and they don't know.
So do you see the weed shop in the future being open to investors, or better yet, do you see yourself like franchising?
It's been crazy. There's this group from New York that had their attorneys come.
Wow.
And they want to put a couple in Houston, some in Miami, and some in New York.
Wow.
That is amazing.
There's another investment group on the
Yeah,
LA side, but he wants to do two of them. I can't say who it is because it's a famous brand.
Okay.
But they want to take it and they want to turn it into one in Vegas and one in LA, and they want to turn it into an event venue. That means that they want to have the coffee shop here, but they also want to have like a concert or a show venue there. And then they want to have like the cannabis products there, so you can come in and then they want to have like a small bar restaurant area.
Right.
And so they really want to turn it into like something that like they took that and they
was like, we see your vision.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
and I wasn't even mad. I was just like, wow.
Your reaction was just like, okay.
I mean, but the best thing that I could have done was trademark the name Louise Body.
Yes.
So yeah, so that was like,
It's gonna stand out.
Yeah.
It definitely stands
so
out.
Stand out.
if you want to use it in a song, if you want to use it in anything, you gotta just come talk to me first.
So, with that being said, what attracted you to the cannabis industry?
The fact that it heals, that I see people. I have a son with autism. It relieves his OCD symptoms and repetitive behaviors. Kind of makes him regular. And then just gradually educating myself and seeing how it helps so many other people. I just kind of fell in love with it, and then when I'm trying to like figure out like side effects, like little small ones like dry mouth, and like sometimes people get headaches when they first start taking CBD products, but I always tell people that's how you know you need it, because it's signaling to you that something in your body's not right. And you have to, it's kind of like when you detox, right? You get real sick when you
Just about to ask you that.
real sick when you detox, right? So that means your body's trying to purge all those impurities at one time.
Yeah.
And you know, fat cells, our body stores like virus and bloodstream, it's gonna make you sick. So when people start saying, "Oh, I stopped because I didn't feel well," no, don't stop.
That means working.
That means
Get it out of you.
That means that you need to keep going.
Right. So even with that, a lot of us are uneducated when it comes to CBD products. And I know me, I will today, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna ask you some questions and tell you maybe what's going on with me. Would you be able to educate what indirectly in the products that I need?
Yeah.
And basically, is there any information on it to where we know what we're taking in? Yeah.
So we have some brochures back there.
Okay.
Of most of the products that we sell, but usually when people come in, they really don't know what they need.
Right.
And so my question always is like, tell me what you're going through. Like, tell me, you know, like why you feel like you need this, or tell me why you feel. And then when somebody tells me, we know exactly what we can recommend.
Okay.
So going back to that last question, my daughter, she's 2, she also has autism. She's at stage 1. But I did do some research on it to see, but what is the age requirements on that?
So you have
take
different
it,
types of CBD. So you have CBD that's been isolated from all the other cannabinoids, and it's just CBD. Anybody can take that.
Okay.
It's not gonna hurt you. It's not. It's just CBD. Like you, right. Anybody can take that. Then you have a broad spectrum that anybody can take too. So broad spectrum means that they have all the cannabinoids, but they've taken the THC out.
Okay.
So anybody can take that. It's when we get to the full spectrums that have the THC in them, we don't recommend those for kids.
So when you say take it, as far as maybe someone who's a parent, let's say we're recommending it, what would be the form of taking it? Is
So
it
I have some multivitamin gummies
okay.
that are really kid friendly. They taste good, and then
What about your candles? I know you sent earlier.
well, those are the terpenes in them. So there's no CBD in them. It just has terpene profiles, and so the smell and the environment, depending on which one you buy. We have a Rise, we have an Inspire, and a Calm. I believe that's the name of
Do you
those.
have any
Right.
drops? Like drops?
Tinctures. We have about 50 different kinds that we carry here, and they all of them will do something different.
Okay.
How are you able to determine real CBD from fake CBD, like the process?
So that's where I say you have to know your product from seed to shelf. You have to know who's growing it, how they're growing it, what they're doing during the process. So
That's the only way to
for me, and you have to buy from a reputable company. I'm not against smoke shops, because I know people smoke, I know people vape, I know that. But me personally, I feel like the person in the smoke shop is selling stuff to smoke, right? Right?
Yeah.
Selling stuff to smoke. I don't know if they're really researching like what's in a lot of the stuff that they're selling to smoke.
Right.
Because that's typically not, a smoke shop is typically not interested in your health. That's just my opinion though, I could be wrong. Right? Now you have the CBD stores that are set up like health food stores. Sometimes I feel like they're a little bit more knowledgeable about the product they sell, but sometimes they still are buying products from companies without really researching the background of those companies. So, for example, I can have somebody tell me, yeah, this is good stuff and this is good and nothing's in it. But when I say, okay, well, what farm did this come from and what state? And they're like,
Yeah, I can't tell you. So it's safe to say that you need to come to the weed spot. If you want the real deal.
See the shelf.
Right. See the shelf.
She don't know. So what I was going to ask, my question was, how long did it take for you to manifest this business into a full operating business? But you kind of touched on it earlier with the backstory, which kind of motivated you. You kind of put your pain into your hustle, basically. In words. But 12 months, and that's not a long time. That's not long at all. I mean, it is,
I
but
took that anger, y'all,
yeah,
and I
I respect that.
had to drop the money off at the attorney, and I had to just let it go and let my attorney do whatever what he was gonna do. And I'm not saying it didn't hurt; it hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Because the person who did it, like, I really thought You know what I'm saying? Like we about to, you know, and it's funny how people think about short-term money all the time. I always think about the quick hustle.
Yeah.
You know, he took that 100,000 from me, but had we done what we said we were gonna do, we could have took that and turned it into 10 million.
Yeah.
But you ran with the quick money. Now you're gonna owe me for the rest of your life, because I'm gonna put a lien on everything. I know that's right. Delete all that shit. I wanna be, what's that lady on Tiger King, y'all?
Oh, Carol Bassett.
Yeah,
Call me Miss Carol when it comes to my money.
for real. Oh, this.
I provide you.
And if you're watching this, I'm coming.
Oh,
I'm coming.
Okay.
I can't wait to upload this.
Right. I'm over here looking at the camera playing
So, April, outside of, because you made it clear, now your product from seed to shelf, if you're going to get into it, is there any other piece of advice that you may have to someone who might be interested in investing in CBD or maybe opening their own shop?
Do it quickly.
Absolutely,
Do
because
it
it's a
quickly.
strong movement.
Because regulations are coming, and those regulations, I'm happy that they're coming because it's going to stop a lot of this importing. Don't try to make quick money. Right?
That's good.
Don't buy cheap and sell high. Take the time, spend the money for the quality products. Spend the money, right? I could go buy some $5 stuff and sell it for $25. I could, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what my brand is about. I want you to come back. Like I want you to take that product and feel like it changed your life enough for you to be like, you know what, man, I gotta go back there because I want that.
Right.
So, Ms. April, I do have a question. Do you see yourself hosting a class or teaching people who want to start their own business with the CBD?
People have asked me about master classes. Eventually, I want to get to that point where I'm just helping, not even just about CBD, because I have a rehab company too, y'all.
Oh, see,
That's one of my questions. Businesses.
Yeah.
So it's called Ability Solutions, and I've owned it for since 2011.
Okay.
9 years. And so what we do is we contract with like the Social Security Administration, the VA, Texas Workforce Commission, the Department of Assistive and Rehabilitation Services. We contract with workers' comp companies, and we help people who are experiencing different phases of their life get back to work.
Okay.
Essentially. And so that is, but I said all that to say, but I do other things too. I have a business partner. I own the Weed Spot and Ability Solutions by myself, but I have a business partner with a company, and we build new homes in Oakcliff. So we buy lots and we build homes too.
Just from living houses?
What you're telling me, the Ability Solutions, that's the rehab business, and then the weed spot, and then building homes that you have with your business partner. It's sincere. Like what you're naming, you can tell you're not in it for the money. Like
Right.
you're really invested in it because you care. You really care about
I
something
mean,
like that.
I'm not one of those people that believe that I enjoy growing something and creating more than I do like stuff, right?
I got you.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Materially, I probably got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Once you have a lot of stuff's really not that important to you. Because if not, rich people will be happy, right?
Right. That's true.
So, if you're asking me, would I mentor somebody to go and try and explore whatever dream they have? Of course, I do it all the time for nothing. Like I'll tell somebody like in a minute, you know, because I have a million business ideas in my head. I could never do them in my lifetime, but I like to see other people grow.
So,
You know, I like to see them grow. So, yeah, it's never been about the money. Because I probably give away, made way more than I keep. I have a family in Mississippi, and yeah.
where are you from? You're from Mississippi?
Yep.
Okay.
Jackson.
And And how long you been here in Dallas?
20 years.
It's on that 20 years.
I love it.
Wow.
So, is this you all the time? Because I know me personally, when I get around some people, sometimes I can be kind of quiet and timid, and then when I get comfortable, I open up. But you're really like tranquil.
Real mellow.
Very.
You'll never see me really up here or really like down here. I'm just kind of, you know. And a lot of people like think like she's so cool, like she's fake, but I'm really not. It's just me. Like,
Let me see.
I didn't know that.
When you talk to your son when he clean his room. Let me hear that.
let me see, Jabari. Jabari, does my angry voice sound the same as my regular talk voice? I think it's the condescending words that might come out of my mouth during that time, but even I'm not like a big yeller.
Do you give a look?
I love to see young women just doing things in any way that I can support that, and it's so beautiful. You know what I mean?
Thank you so
Any way
much.
that I support, I can support, and I just, even if it takes me stepping outside of my shell, but also as a way to encourage people to tell them that you can do anything that you want to do. I had a baby really young, right? I had a baby really, really young. And my mom was the one who told me that I wasn't good enough to go to college, or that I wasn't good enough to do certain things, and that I should settle for the job that I had at the front desk at the Holiday Inn back in the day. Not because she wanted to hurt me, but because she really didn't know me. Right? So if I have to stand before somebody and tell somebody, look, the only limitations you have are the ones you place on yourself. I don't care who you are and where you came from. Because my grandma still lived in the trailer that I grew up in, you know, and I tried to buy her another house she was on.
That's my grandma's
Right, but at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about what do you see for yourself, regardless of what limitations anybody. Because what if I would have listened to her, right? But I had enough sense to know that even if she felt like I couldn't do it, somebody who believed in themselves would even tell me, baby, you just go and do whatever it is you can do, right? She didn't believe that in herself, but somebody had told that to her. She couldn't be something. And I wasn't carrying that generation of hers. And I said to her, and she'll tell you to this day, and I know she don't like talking about it because she doesn't like just bringing up that side.
Yeah.
But she'll tell you to this day, I told her, you know what, you don't have to help me, but you don't understand the way my education. So if I had to take it all the way to a doctorate degree, but now she know what education does, right?
Yeah. She see it. She see it.
Other young ladies, and now you can't tell her nothing about me because she saw me. She saw me with a baby. My baby was 6 weeks old. He was 6 weeks old, and I packed him up, and we went to college with $100.
Wow.
Right? And I haven't let him down since.
That's beautiful.
That's amazing.
That was
I didn't leave them with nobody. I didn't ask nobody to keep them. It was just like we was gonna figure it out. My baby was 6 weeks old.
That's beautiful.
You're riding.
Yep.
Right along.
So that's the main message that I want to come through is don't be afraid of anything. Like when I started my first business, I was a school psychologist. I was working in a school district, and you know, even my husband at the time was against it. And I kept asking myself, what's the worst that could happen, right? If I go do this, like, what's the worst that could happen to me? And it was like I could lose everything, and I have to go back and stay with my parents. Right. That's real.
That's true.
Me and my kids, we gotta go back to Mississippi. We can stay with my mom. And if I was willing to deal with that and what I had to lose, I really didn't have no fear at that point because my mom and dad, they're gonna let me come with my kids. I can stay and get a job and get back on my feet, and I can hop right back on it. But I was willing to accept that consequence. I was willing to lose everything I had. So I didn't have no fear.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to be willing to like do things in order to grow, and sometimes it may be taking 10 steps back, right? But when you come ahead, you come ahead. Have y'all ever seen that?
Talking to me right now.
Have y'all ever seen that? That Steve Harvey on YouTube. I'm gonna text it to y'all. He has this little motivational like speech. It's called Jump, right?
Okay.
And he was like, you know, at the end of it, he was like, you know, when you jump, you know, you don't know what's gonna happen, right? You know what I'm saying? Your parachute may not open right away, right? You might tear your back out, you might hurt yourself, whatever. But you'll never know
Unless you
jump
jump.
until you jump. You can stay safe,
Yeah.
but you'll never grow, you'll never soar, right? So it just all depends on how safe you want to be in life.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely talking.
Right. Inspirational. Inspirational.
She's talking to
Everybody.
everybody.
Hey, quarantine is about to be here.
I feel like I need a parachute.
Ask me a parachute. I need to speak with April. Who is April to you, my inspirational speaker?
Well, I'm glad we got to sit down, Jay. Again, outside of the beat spot, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
You said some stuff that resonated, that needed to resonate.
And I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all have a wonderful show.
Thank you so much.
Y'all do.
Hey, we out here trying to work hard and grind too.
Yeah.
Any way I can help, any advice I can give, y'all just call, ask, text, whatever. Whatever. I'm not all about like the whole funny business. I'm just what you see is what you
You don't know how much that means.
Yeah.
We like should be.
We had that conversation earlier, like, I'm not what people think. Like, it is not that kind of party. I'm just as regular.
As it gets. Oh, I love it.
All right, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm about to give me a shirt.
Got
Products. Give me some
That's just gonna grab me a tea. And again, y'all, this is a lipstick and we came to sit down with
Okay.
we came to sit down with April.
Yes.
A love shot. And if you didn't catch it at the beginning, we're in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
In the Bishop Arts District. It's a lot of it's real eye-catchy out here. Y'all gotta come check it out.
And
Very eye-catchy.
you guys, make sure y'all check out our Instagram. We're going to blog a few things for you so you guys can know where to come, you know, some of the stuff that she may have. So
Yes,
we're
Instagram,
definitely going to be
Facebook.
blogging here. Go ahead.
Do you mind sharing what's your Instagram and Facebook or how they can contact you?
So our Instagram is weedspot.us and Facebook is the same thing.
Okay. We spot that us.
And you guys can order online too.
Yeah, you can order online.
So right now, with the lockdowns, how is business operating? It's just for pickup?
So we were closed completely because I just didn't know like where this was going, and I really am a germaphobe, and I didn't want anybody getting sick. So we are slowly trying to figure that out.
Okay.
But we are open as of now from 11 to 7. We DoorDash, and if somebody sees something and they call us, then we'll just deliver it. We haven't even been charging for delivery. We've just been doing it. So the website may not reflect all of the products that we have. So if you're looking for something and you don't see it on the website, call us, and we're gonna work on that eventually. I'm trying to work on the website.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, y'all make sure y'all come support.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we about to have some fun, y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Spend some money, y'all.